Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to dive into one of the most powerful and widely used operating system in the world, Linux, right? So whether you are a beginner or you are just already know about the Linux, so this video is for you, right? And this video will help you to understand what Linux is and why it is so popular. And we will also discuss about some different distribution of the Linux, right? So let's start with the introduction. So Linux is an open source Unix like operating system that's power a vast majority of the world's server, right? So it is embedded system, even personal computers, and it is widely known for the stability, security, and flexibility. Okay. The Linux kernel, initially created by the Linus Torvald in 1991, served as a foundation for various Linux distribution catered to different user needs. Right. So let's understand what is Linux. Okay, so Linux is an open source operating system based on the Unix operating system, unlike proprietary systems such as Microsoft Windows and macOS. So this my Windows system is also an operating system. So same as this is also a operating system, right? The core Linux is the Linux kernel. Okay. So the Linus Torvald developed the kernel, not the whole operating system. So people used kernel to create those operating systems, right? So kernel is which manage hardware resources and interact with applications through the system calls, right? And Linux distribution bundle the kernel with software package and utilities and a user interface to create a complete operating system. So why use Linux? So you can check out these uh, paragraph also. So I have created a diagram for you, so that will also understand why to use and what are the key features of Linux. Okay. So first, talk about the multi-user and multitasking. Okay. So at the same time, multiple user can work on the same machine, right? So this is my machine. Okay. And um, one, two, three, or four, five people can log in into this VM and they can work over there. And simultaneously, we can run multiple tasks as well. Like you can see, I'm running Brave browser, Zoom, and folders, Notepad at the same time. So you can run multiple things at the same time. And wide hardware support. Okay, so you can install it on the server, desktop, on your mobiles, and on the embedded system like your lift, your refrigerators, washing machine, right? Remotes. So it can also be installed on to that also. Then stability and reliability. So it has a good uptime and the performance is always best in the Linux server, right? So let's talk about the customizability. So it can be customized according to your specific requirement and it is open source, so it is free to use and you can modify anything, whatever you want inside that operating system, and it is easily available, right? So let's talk about the security part. So in the security part, the permission mechanism, okay, so you can assign the permission to the users, to the files, right? And it is very much good and very much easy. Okay, you can implement security in the Linux, right? Then the encryption. So Linux also provide the encryption that will help you to protect the data that is inside your server, right? So let's talk about some popular Linux distribution. So a Linux distro is a collection of software that includes the kernel, system utilities, libraries, and a package manager, right? So different distribution are designed for different use cases ranging from personal computer to the enterprise server. So in Linux, we have multiple type of operating systems. So over here you can see, right? So first we have the Ubuntu, so which is very user friendly, which has a very user friendly interface, and it also provide frequent updates, and it also support the LTS, which is long term support, right? And it has a wide community which will help you to learn Linux, right? And then we have the Debian. So Ubuntu is also derived from the Debian type of operating system, so which is highly stable and large package of repository it has. Okay, so most of the things that is needs to be installed on the Linux machine, it can be available in the Debian. Okay, so most of the time people use in their operating system uh, Ubuntu or CentOS or RHEL, right? Then we have the CentOS. So CentOS is an enterprise grade Linux machine. Okay, and it's an also open source, and it is alternative to the Red Hat Linux. Okay, then we have the Red Hat Linux, and it's a enterprise level support. So earlier we see that we have Ubuntu, Debian, or CentOS. So these are open source operating system. But if we are talking about the RHEL, so the operating system is free, but if you want support for that, so that would be paid. Like if you need help in configuring anything or something, if you are facing any issues, right? So that's why this is paid. Okay, and there are multiple certification available for the RHL also, and security enhanced Linux machine. So they are mainly focused on the security, and most of the organization use CentOS or the RHEL type Linux machine. But for common purpose or common task, we use Ubuntu. Okay, and it's also a mission critical application if you are running onto that. Okay, and you can check out rest of the article which will help you to understand more about the what is Linux, how it is started, and what are the different flavors or distribution available. Right. So I will share this link in the description. Okay, so you can check out from there. And so I have started the series. Okay, so I will start posting more videos, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.